Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union. Housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of illegal and opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. Alright, here we are in the Seamstresses Union. I took a sneaky little break there to hydrate and eat some beans, burned the bejeebers out of my mouth. I'm fine though. Look at this place. Note the presence of the old school Shadowrun logo here. I think my cursor's getting captured now, so I can point at things. Yay! Oh, hang on a sec. We got something about racism on the... We'll come back to that. Okay, breaking news. Orc activist encourages crowd of 7,000 trolls and orcs. That's a lot of meat to fight back against racism. Lone Star concerned for public safety. Well, not entirely unjustified. 7,000 orcs and trolls is an awful lot of angry muscle. And if they decide they're going to riot, there is very little you can do about it. Nerps! Okay, let's actually talk to people. Cherry Bomb! There is some fan art of this lady on the internet, if you can believe it. The bartender is a striking elf, sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. She's probably had some work done. Her eyes harmonize Save Me and Take Me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Orcs are used to sneers from beauties like this, but she smiles sweetly when she sees you. Hey there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Let's see. We can be extremely cringy and ask for something dirty and a clean glass. For the looks of this place, I could probably get anything I want. Okay, we're going to be direct with her. I found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. Is she here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? Not every animal person is a shaman, meat hook. Be reasonable. She laughs. No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. This is how you get nicknames, okay? You don't get to assign yourself some cool name. Your friends give it to you when you screw up. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She can't. We're going to have to help. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think! Well, so far he hasn't beheaded any of the victims. She might be missing something else. I bet he's going to take her lungs. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under, Oyamans? Heck of a name there. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them, so what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that, and fans of the IP are already cringing. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood... Cherry Bomb's face is pretty hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. Why are they writing her like a femme fatale in a film noir? And everybody else just gets regular descriptions. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. Yeah, Bellevue, get wrecked. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. Telestrian? Didn't we just hear that name? I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores. And I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. And there he goes. Sorry, I got interrupted. Let's see. Boyfriend find religion? Her pretty eyes narrow. Something like that. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. That's because it's in the Barrens. Who was that you were talking to? He said, minding someone else's business for no particular reason. I don't like how our hair clips through the back of our collar. Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Well, I don't actually care about your boyfriend. Have you ever heard the name of Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Chips, in this case, are a type of drug. It's literally a computer chip that you can slot into your brainware. And it can give you all kinds of exciting experiences. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Okay, well, who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Whiz. Nil Sweat. Nil Sheen, chummer. Talk to you later. We can talk to Eric Mersman here. I believe he's... Actually, what does Eric do? I don't remember what Eric does. That's not how Coyote does it. You shut up, sir. Hey, guy, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? Oh, he's a gear merchant. Okay. Currently we're wearing secure samurai clothing, which is fine. With the black hat, we can get the coolest hat in the shadows that grants intelligence +1. Tourist look. This is the kind of thing the meat hook wears. Oh, it's the shirt that Trill's wearing. Okay. Grants intelligence +1. The ninja outfit grants us dodge +1, but I want that tourist look. We're buying that right now. There we go. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, that's fantastic. Confirmed. Now we stand out. That's exactly what we want. Oh, look at him. He's beautiful. He's still got the goggles on, which is kind of incredible. And look, our hair doesn't clip through the back of our shirt now. Let's see, what else we got in here? Jen Parks, are you the drug merchant? The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower, something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Show me what you got. There is no reason not to spend our money. Ah, there we go. We can get the machete. We're going to grab that right now. Get rid of that. Confirm. We should... Can we buy an SMG from her? We can get a Beretta Model 70, and we can afford it. So we are going to want this. There we go. We'll be improving our SMG skill, because there are going to be times when we will not want to go charging across the battlefield to stab people. talk to Mr. Clua? Cluva? Clue. I'm going to go with Clue for the sake of my vocal apparatus. Mr. Clue. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, probably both, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome, please behave yourself. Let's see, funny place for the architect to put a wall. Will do, you get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here? I was a friend of Sam Watts. Know him? Sure, everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. There is a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. Let's see. You ever asked to toss Sam out? Not so much toss as nudge on his way. You're a very polite man, Mr. Clue. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. No problem. Okay. Noog. Ah, Johnny Clean. We should talk to Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls, which is the sign either that your company spends way too much on uniforming or that you're not a very good janitor. He's tall, rail-thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Actually, I guess it's possible that an immaculately clean janitor could be, like, absolutely the best janitor, you know? But that seems less likely. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean. You knew? Let's see. We could be a jerk, but, I'm gonna play it nice because these are our people. Yeah, first time, just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. The heck you are. Okay, we'll have to talk to Johnny Clean later, I guess. Look at this troll with the chrome here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at here. I feel like if I walked into a strip club and this guy was doing this on the stage, I would be asking for my cover back. Elves, am I right? Alright, Noog. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. Yes, only magic users can see the astral. The rest of us just have to take their word for it. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Yeah, we're going to take a look at this. We can't use any of this. Yep, okay. We don't need to talk to him ever again. Well, we will for information, I think, later. But right now, he's not going to do anything for us. Let's talk to Mrs. Kubota. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril," but her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. My, but aren't you a big, powerful orc? Are you enjoying the Seamstresses Union? There should be plenty for a man like you to enjoy. What are you implying, madam? She eyes you closely. Or is this business? We are going to stand on business here. Yeah, business. Just straight business. I suspected as much when you walked in, oh my. What business do you have with me? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, ne? So I've been told. Soka, and why should I help you? Note that they're sprinkling in these Japanese phrases here to flavor up the text. This is the kind of thing. It's exactly like with the street lingo, you know, Drek and Chummer, Nolsheen, and all that. It's cool if you do it a little bit, but there is a certain point where it gets annoying. You know, like if you're reading some piece of Star Wars media and they're like, they could just say you're stubborn as a goat, but it's always like stubborn as a bantha or some dumb thing like that. It makes me cringe beyond a certain point. Anyway, Jake sent me. No, Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. He's been spreading my name. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. He is expecting too much. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Well, rapidly changing the subject to something completely unrelated, why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupations, so they entered them all as seamstresses, which may not even have been untrue. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus, a rich tradition was born. So, you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. What kind of question is that? Like, oh yeah, this place is named after something prostitutes did in the Old West, and your immediate thought is, oh, so you're a hooker then. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. See, we have to go help. She can't take care of herself. Who would have seen this coming? If she's dangerous, why fear for her? Please. If you are what I think you are, you know. There was always someone more dangerous. Yes, and his name is Meathook. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. Will she be okay with this? I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have an action on my conscience. Here's the key. Well, we can't call the cops. Up we go. We might as well see what we can steal as long as we're here. Go. Interact with that. Thank you. There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's said to require a password for entry. We don't have any decking skills, so we'll have to leave that alone. I've actually never played as a decker. I played as a shaman, an adept, a rigger, and a street samurai, but never as a decker. This appears to be her room. Or this one. It could be either of them. Note the communal laundry machine and what appears to be a tree that someone has knocked over. Well, let's start with this one. Okay, well this is not the right place. There's nothing we can interact with in here. So whose room did we just barge into? Actually, here, let's scrutinize this for a minute. That's a washboard in a wooden wash tub. Odd. They got one of these weird chair couch things. Sort of a gothic style vanity. Bed's unmade though. Interesting, the toilet's filthy. Alright, let's go loot Coyote's room. Sorry, investigate Coyote's room. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. She's not planning to stay. What's with the crates? The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. Wonderful. Alright. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. The data jack is the device you use to plug computers into your brain. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on screen. Password? Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. We will look around before we do that. Coyote's bed is a diary with several papers sticking out of it. We will read her diary, and then never tell her we did that. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Let's read the entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this Cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. That's not to say she makes a lot, it's to say that the standard of living is very low in the Barrens. With these bozos all over my floor, no, that's a different gang from a different franchise, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? Interesting. Should probably get rid of Paco. As soon as the last Cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with him anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the Cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Check the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Gin, that is inappropriate when dealing with a customer. Okay, I don't think there's a clue to the password in here. Let's read the second paper. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Diary entry? Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. I mean, the guy's got to have a job, and the options are pretty limited out here. And, you know, gangbanging is, by the standards of Shadowrun, a perfectly respectable occupation. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Let's read her poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. I appreciate that they didn't make us read a terrible poem by Paco. Alright. Third entry. Receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Let's look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. Let's keep that word in mind. Receipt. A COD receipt for a special order, 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium located near Pike Place Market. Okay. Zebra meat, that's got to be for a para animal of some kind. Open the diary to the 4th paper. Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. I don't know if I need to write this down or not, but I'm going to just... What is this pen? Where is my real pen? There we go. Okay, installed into the bathroom door. Combination of 3, 4... My pen is dying. 342 436. Cool. That's all that's in there? Okay. Installed near the bathroom door. Alright. There's that. Move this, painting? Mirror? Mirror. Okay, I didn't need to write that down. Okay, what is inside it? A grenade. All right, we're gonna steal her grenade. What is this? What is this? I don't know. Send it to the stash. We're not real good with grenades. We can try. All right, I don't want to do password recovery if I don't have to. We've got the word shadow. Can we do anything with that? No. Let's go downstairs and talk to Kubota real quick. Or possibly Jin Park. Do you have any information I can use? Ah, cool. Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I am a vegetarian. Oh, well, do you know Jin Parks recently sold Coyote a gun? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Okay. Let's talk to Jin, see if she's got any information for us. There we go. Did you sell a Browning Max Power to Coyote the bartender? Hey guy, I'm discreet. I don't talk about what my clients or what they buy, okay? Bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was a customer, which I'm not saying she is. She can't recommend you if she's dead. Did she say anything about why she wanted it? All she said was that she was looking for stopping power. Ease back on the drama. Okay. Presumably she was going to go bust some heads. Does Cherry Bomb have any information for us? Nope, she's not even interactable right now. Okay, back upstairs. We're just going to use the password recovery option, I guess. Okay, hang on a sec. Some of my software has popped up and overridden the game to advertise an update. There we go. Alright. Password recovery it is. Please answer 3 security questions to reset the password. Your first childhood pet was Shadow. Okay, so that's where... See, just because I played this game several times doesn't mean I remember anything. Okay, your favorite musical act? Hang on a sec. Diary. I'm assuming the answer's in here somewhere. Entry. Picture. Nope, that's not helpful. Maury's Meat Emporium, is that a musical act? Alright. I don't know. Oh, wait. Is there anything in here now? Do we have more information? We're gonna have to guess, ultimately. Alright. This is just a picture of Chicago, yes. And there's nothing over here. Okay. Alright, we'll just guess. Oh, okay. Shadow. Favorite musical act? Mariah Mercurial is fairly popular. What is the name of your hometown? Well, probably Chicago. Security answers were incorrect. Okay. Shadow. Concrete Dreams. Chicago. Well, can I brute force this? I'm assuming it's Chicago because that's the one she's got on the wall here. There we go. Write it down. I'm not going to let this be the one time I needed to write something down. And didn't. There we go. Okay. Alright. We got karma for doing this. Check the calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet with Paco for date at Pike Place Market due in 30 minutes. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Going to Pike Place. Let's look at her contacts. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. She has no friends except her boyfriend. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Access history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. That's what the zebra meat's for, is to feed a hellhound. Which are invisible, by the way. Let's go talk to Kubota. I said, let's go! Mrs. Kubota! Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. Although realistically, just given the setting, our guy does speak at least a little Japanese. Alright, hang on a sec. I want to spend some karma here. We got 6 points. We will improve our close combat. Let's do dodge and close combat for now. Additional weapon slot. That's fine. I don't know what else we would put in there, but anyway, let's get out of here. Take a cab to Pike Place Market. Yes, let's go buy some fish.